Let's starts now. The Silent Shield. A Father's Sin. Scene 1. The silence of the Goliath. The world expected a war, but what they got was a massacre. The morning after the fight in the warehouse district, New York is silent. The media is forbidden from entering the area, but the satellite photos tell the story. A square mile of the city has been turned into a crater. In the most secure wing of the Federal Bureau of Hunters FBH Medical Center, Thomas Andre lies in a bed made of reinforced steel. His body is covered in bandages, but it's his eyes that tell the real story. They are hollow. The Goliath is gone. Only a man remains. Adam White enters the room. The Scavenger Guild has filed for bankruptcy. Thomas, the legal fees and the compensation for the families. We can't stop it. Thomas doesn't look at him. Let it go. A guild is just a building. What I felt yesterday, that man, Sung Jin-Woo, he wasn't fighting me. He was disciplining me, like a king punishes a disobedient dog. Thomas looks at his trembling hand. Adam, tell the Bureau. We don't negotiate with him anymore. We just pray he stays on our side. Scene 2. The Gift of Kamish. Jin-Woo is at the Bureau's underground vault. He isn't there for gold or magic stones. He is there for the remains of Kamish, the dragon that nearly destroyed humanity years ago. The director of the FBA stands beside him. We've kept his runestone for years. No hunter could claim it. It's too powerful, too volatile. Jin-Woo touches the red stone. He doesn't see a rock. He sees a trapped soul. Extract shadow, Jin-Woo whispers. The vault begins to shake. A roar that sounds like 1,000 thunderstorms erupts from the stone. A massive, winged silhouette begins to form. The Bureau's elite guards fall to their knees, unable to breathe. But then, the shadow flickers and dies. Extraction failed. The soul has been dead for too long. Jin-Woo's eyes narrow. Even a monarch has limits, he muses. But instead of giving up, he tries one last time, pouring his black heart's mana into the stone. I said, arise. The dragon doesn't rise, but the daggers he crafted from Kamish's teeth begin to glow with a sentient, blood-red light. The daggers have accepted the soul. Jin-Woo now carries the literal spirit of a dragon in his hands. Scene 3. The shadow in the woods. While the world watches Jin-Woo, a different battle is happening in the shadows. Sung Il-Hwan, Jin-Woo's father, is standing in a clearing in a forest near the Canadian border. He is surrounded, not by hunters, but by the Monarch of Iron Body and the Monarch of Transfiguration. You are a vessel of the rulers, the Iron Body Monarch says, his voice clanking like metal. The brilliant light chose a weak human to hide its power. Give us the coordinates of the ruler's descent and we will kill you quickly. Il-Hwan smiles, but it's a sad, tired smile. You monarchs talk too much. My son is coming for you. I'm just here to make sure you don't get to him while he's still growing. Il-Hwan moves. He isn't using a system. He is using pure, raw, celestial energy. He vanishes and reappears behind the Iron Body Monarch, his daggers glowing with a blue flame that rivals the sun. Scene 4. The truth of the rulers. Back in his hotel, Jin-Woo is visited by an apparition. It's not a ghost, but a message left in his subconscious by the system's architect. He sees a vision of the ancient past. He sees the rulers, the angels with 6 wings, and the monarchs, the monsters of the void. The rulers aren't your allies, Sung Jin-Woo, the architect's voice echoes. They are spectators. They gave humans mana and levels not to save you, but to turn Earth into a reinforced battlefield. They wanted to see if a human soul could hold the power of a monarch so they wouldn't have to fight the war themselves. Jin-Woo realizes the horrifying truth. Humanity is just a laboratory. Every gate that opened was a test. Every hunter who died was a data point. So, Jin-Woo says to the empty room, the monarchs want to destroy us and the rulers want to use us as shields. I guess I'll have to kill them both. Scene 5. The final reunion. Jin-Woo's senses suddenly spike. A massive mana signature. One he hasn't felt in years but knows in his DNA. It's flickering. It's weak. It's dying. Father? Jin-Woo doesn't wait for a car. He uses shadow exchange with a soldier he left near the border. In a flash of purple light, he is in the forest. The forest is gone. It has been vaporized. In the center of the charred earth lies a man. His clothes are rags, and his body is glowing with a fading blue light. Jin-Woo runs to him. He falls to his knees and lifts the man's head. "Dad!" Son Il-Hwan looks up. His eyes are clear for the first time in a decade. You've grown so big, Jin-Woo. You look just like your mother." Scene 6, a father's last words. Jin-Woo desperately tries to use a healing potion, but the system denies it. Warning, targeted entity is not a player. Warning, entity is a fragment of light. Healing impossible. "Don't bother." Son Il-Hwan coughs, blue blood leaking from his mouth. "The rulers use my body as a container. Now that the job is done, the container is breaking." "What job?" Jin-Woo asks, his voice trembling with a rare emotion. "Grief." "To protect the new Shadow Monarch," Il-Hwan says. "The rulers were afraid of you. They wanted me to kill you before you fully transformed. But I refused. I fought them for years in the void just to get back to you, to protect you." Jin-Woo's grip tightens. All the power in the world, the army of millions, the immortality, the godhood, and he can't save his own father. Scene 7, the burden of the king. "Listen to me, Jin-Woo," Il-Hwan says, his voice becoming a whisper. "The monarch of destruction, Antares, he is coming. He is the end of all things. Do not fight him for the world. Do not fight him for the world. Fight him for yourself. Because as long as you live, our family lives." Il-Hwan's hand touches Jin-Woo's cheek. Slowly, the man's body begins to turn into particles of blue light. "I'm sorry, I wasn't there for dinner," Il-Hwan smiles. And then he is gone. Jin-Woo is left kneeling in the dirt, holding nothing but empty air. The silence of the forest is deafening. Scene 8, the transformation. Jin-Woo stands up. The ground beneath him begins to turn into shadow. Not just a small circle, but the entire mountain range. His grief doesn't turn into tears. It turns into gravity. Every bird in the sky for 50 miles falls to the ground. Every monster in nearby gates dies instantly from the sheer pressure of his aura. He looks up at the sky. He knows the rulers are watching from their higher dimension. "Is this what you wanted?" Jin-Woo roars at the heavens. "You use my father as a tool? You turn my life into a game?" He summons his full shadow army. Millions of soldiers appear, covering the landscape like a black ocean. From this moment on, Jin-Woo declares, his voice echoing across the dimensions, "There are no rulers. There are no sovereigns. There is only the king of the dead." Scene 9, the global omen. In Korea, Chairman Go Gun-hee collapses in his office. He clutches his chest, feeling a massive heart attack. But it's not just age. He is a vessel of a ruler, and he can feel the Shadow Monarch's declaration of war against his creators. In Washington, D.C., the 8th Star Monument is struck by black lightning. The world's sensors are screaming. The gate over Canada begins to change color. It turns from blue to a deep, pulsating violet. The countdown to the final war has reached 0. Scene 10, the cliffhanger. The first dragon. Jin-Woo is back in his hotel room, but he isn't alone. Standing on the balcony is a figure draped in red and gold. It's a man, but his eyes are vertical slits, like a reptile. This is Antares, the monarch of destruction, using a human projection. The shadow is angry. Antares chuckles. Good. Anger makes the meat taste better. Jin-Woo doesn't even turn around. He just unsheathes the Kamish daggers. "I was looking for someone to kill. Thank you for volunteering." Antares smiles, showing rows of sharp teeth. "I'll see you in the wasteland, little shadow. But first, I'm going to kill your chairman. Let's see how fast you really are." Antares vanishes. Jin-Woo's eyes widen. He realizes he can't save everyone. He has to choose, save the chairman in Korea or stop the gate in Canada. Jin-Woo standing at the crossroads of two portals, his face shadowed as the sound of a ticking clock accelerates and then suddenly stops. End of Episode 2.